works and hurt us. So we've been doing some pretty critique planning around that, mate.
Nate, it's James Graham here. Really looking forward to tomorrow night's game. You always went above and beyond in State of Origin when you put on that Maroons jersey. There's going to be some forwards that will need to do that tomorrow. Who will you be having a quiet word with just before kick-off?
Mate, I like the look at Paddy Carrigan this year, and I think he plays a lot of minutes at clubland, and he probably might be required to do that tomorrow night, but hopefully not. We can hold the ball for a bit, and he can just play a little bit more aggressive. I think that's a good one. It's Lindsay Collins, one of my favourites, mate. He's a true tradie at what he does, and he's an expert at it. But Moe Fotuaika, he's going to get my vote, mate. He's put his hand up all year at the Titans, and coming off the bench, hopefully he can inject his energy again.
Nate, Paul Crawley here, mate. There's a lot of talk down here in particular about the New South Wales probably having the bigger pack, and we've got 4 forwards on the bench. Queensland's only got 2 forwards on the bench. You're missing Tino and Flegler. What's the secret for the Queensland pack to go out tomorrow night and do the job?
Yeah, completion's a big one, mate. We end up tackling all night. It's going to fatigue us and put us under the pump, and I suppose the way around that and holding the ball and completing sets. Origin's a funny one, as you all know. It's a process of preparing well and being ready for anything, because you can do all the fancy stuff at training, but when you get out into the field and you get into the nitty-gritty part of it and the ref doesn't blow the whistle as much and a few more things happen, you start to fatigue. And if you're not holding the ball and controlling it, it's going to be a painful night.
Nate, Dave Riccio, mate. Billy Slater's keeping his Selwyn Cobbo plan pretty close to his chest. How do you think Selwyn gets into this game, Nate?
Yeah, the Broncos lad said he's been putting his hand up and going in the middle of the field at the Bronx, and he claims to be a tough front rower, so we'll see how he goes. I'm sure Jimmy would have been able to fix him up, but look, we've actually had a couple of injuries throughout the backs in the last few series, and when you're not prepared for that, a lot of people have got to play out of positions. We've got 1 or 2 blokes in the middle that can possibly venture out wide, with your Benny Hunts and things like that, but mate, we just didn't want to take that risk again. And